still siding Garnacho. As in, normally I thought that all Chelsea fans normally want Garnacho to leave, but bro, there are still some Chelsea fans that are still siding Garnacho or believing that the guy can improve because Chelsea just dropped a major news concerning Jamie Gittins early today that Jamie Gittins and Jamie Gittins and Darius Sugo will be among Chelsea squad for next season. That means both of them are not getting sold. Jamie Gittins and Darius Sugo is not getting sold. Then I dropped a comment on the post that Jamie Gittins better be serious with his career because next season might be his last chance. Because if he doesn't improve for next season, then Chelsea might end up selling him. And one Chelsea fan was saying that if Jamie Gittins can improve, then Garnacho can still improve. As in, what do you mean by that? Are you talking about Garnacho that just recently got a new tattoo? Jamie Gittins is already doing personal training recently. So, but Garnacho, CFC, what's up? Elmala, what's up? How's your day going? So, when I saw, but someone like Jamie Gittins, as in that guy has already started doing individual training. He's already doing individual training. But Garnacho, on the other hand, he just recently got a new tattoo. So how is that one improving? How is it improving? How is that one improving, by the way? How is it improving? So I think Jamie Gittins can be a good backup for our left winger that we want to sign. Jamie Gittins can be a good backup because since Chelsea don't want to sell or loan Jamie Gittins, because it just confirmed today that Isugo and Gittins will be part of Chelsea for next season. That means both of them will not be in the transfer market. Both of them will not be in the transfer market. But yesterday, Chelsea said that they could sell Garnacho. Now, you see that word. Yes. Manchester United are trying Somerville. As in that news is kind of making me upset because, bro, I really like that Somerville. I really like that guy. And if Manchester United get that guy, bro, it's going to pay me. It's going to pay me. If Manchester, you are clearly see that guy against Netherlands. That guy is a clinical winger, correct left winger, Somerville. So if Manchester United end up getting that guy, bro, it's going to pay me. It's going to pay me. It's going to pay me seriously. It's going to pay me. Now, talking about this Garnacho, like I told you guys that the news I want to hear in this Chelsea transfer market is players like Garnacho, Tosi, and Badashili leaving the club. But when I saw Chelsea that they could sell Garnacho this transfer market, I was not pleased with that word because what do you mean could? What do you mean could? That means you are still bargaining. It's under probability. Bro, I want to be hearing that Chelsea wants to sell Garnacho. Chelsea will sell Garnacho. Those are the words I want to hear, not could. Not could. Could is, I think that word could is kind of pain me in my ear when I hear could. I want to hear Chelsea will sell Garnacho. That's what I want to be hearing. And looks like Alonso have already started making his move. Because yesterday, Chelsea made it clear that the reason why they could easily sell Marc Cucurella is because of Arthur's improvements. Because they saw how Arthur improved during Liam Rosenio's tenure and in the last few games in the Premier League. They saw the guy improve. That is why they were confident enough to sell Cucurella. But Chelsea highly rates Arthur. But even me, I see Arthur moving straight to the starting 11 is just too soon. I know the guy deserves it, but when I'm talking about, he just recently developed. So it's too soon to put that guy in the left back row and in our starting 11. And sincerely speaking, even if Chelsea rates Arthur highly, I don't think Alonso will rate him highly. And currently today, I think starting from midnight yesterday and today. It just confirmed that Chelsea are interested in Madrid left back. That's Madrid left back. But sincerely speaking, guys, I don't know about that guy. What's your thought about that Madrid left back that Chelsea are interested in? Do you think that guy will be a good fit? Do you think that he's a good replacement for Marc Cucurella? That's Madrid left back. Do you guys think that will be a good replacement for? Because that guy, I don't see that guy as a good replacement to bro. I don't see that guy as a good replacement because he might come to Chelsea and struggle. That Madrid left back, the guy might come to Chelsea and struggle. But I love his offensive play, his crosses, his pullouts, and his goal scoring ability. I love it. But in terms of defensive awareness, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical about that guy because if we want to replace Cucurella, we need somebody that has defensive awareness. Somebody that can go up against 1v1 players because 1v1 players in the Premier League are totally, how I put it, 1v1 players are totally wicked. 1v1 players in Premier League. So if we are going for this Madrid left back, is that guy good enough for Chelsea? Is he a good replacement? That's Madrid left back. Okay, CFC. You see that? I think Maxi Arujo is good from Sporting CP. Normally, it's that guy that scored against Saudi Arabia. That guy that scored against Saudi Arabia. I even dropped a post about the guy on my community tab. That guy is good, but the guy is still very raw. You're still very raw. Sometimes when the guy is under pressure, sometimes his finishing is kind of poor. But the guy is very sharp and quick on the ball and flexible. More flexible than Arthur and Cucurella combined. But in terms of defensive awareness and defensive capability, I don't know about that guy. Defensive strength, I don't know. But offensively, the guy is very good. Maxi Arojo is good. I like his goal scoring. He's a goal threat. You can clearly see that he scored against Saudi Arabia for Uruguay in the midnight, which is early this morning. So we don't just need an offensive left back. We need a defensive awareness left back too. You can clearly see what is going on. You can clearly see what is happening to Malo Gusto right now. Malo Gusto is kind of sharp offensively, but defensively, Malo Gusto's defensive awareness is zero. And if we bring in a left back that his defensive awareness is zero, then bro, someone like Saka in Arsenal, bro, Saka is going to dominate that left side if he's going on against Chelsea. So we need somebody that is defensive, as in that have defensive awareness, somebody that can tackle 1v1 wingers. Okay, he plays anywhere on the left, really. Okay, he plays anywhere. Normally, that guy can play as a left back, left wing back, and left winger. I think so. He can play anywhere in the left. But we are talking about defensive here because if you look at it, Chelsea have been conceding goals. Chelsea have been conceding a lot of goals. So we need somebody that can cover our defense, not somebody that we overlap or put pressure in our defense. So that's why even Jorriato is not that good defensively, but Jorriato is a little bit good in his defensive awareness. Jorriato is a little bit good. So I still think Jorriato is the top candidate to be our main center, our main left back. I still think Jorriato is our okay. The guy is perfect. Perfect wing back for Alonso's system. Okay, now that is good. Because normally Alonso's system involves around left wing back and right wing back because in Leverkusen he used Grimaldo and Jeremy Frimpong often as offensive play. The guy might be good, but still we are still talking about defense. We are talking about defense here. Defense. Because if that guy overlapped and could not hold any player or lock player, then our defense might be under pressure. Our defense might be a little bit under pressure. Now, talking about Chelsea news, one of the best news that just happened today is that Xabi Alonso have just been called up for England. CFC, how is your thought about that? Calling Travis Chalobah for the World Cup for England. Sincerely speaking, I was very happy when I saw Travis Chalobah get called up because, bro, Travis Chalobah is one of the most disrespected, loyal, underrated Chelsea player. Chelsea have tried different means to get rid of Chalobah, but still, that guy is still patient and still plays for the badge, bro. I remember once the time when Thomas Tuchel, when Enzo Maresca stated that he doesn't want to use Travis Chalobah. Chelsea wanted to sell Chalobah, but no club wanted to buy, and Chalobah didn't wanted to leave. But we end up loaning Chalobah to Crystal Palace. I was doing very well for Crystal Palace, and immediately we called Chalobah back, bro. Immediately we called Chalobah back. Chalobah come easily. That guy I've always loved Chelsea Football Club right from the very beginning. So if I see some Chelsea player hyping Enzo Fernandez passion, bro, that is not passion. What Chalobah is doing right now in Chelsea, that is passion. So I'm happy for him. He deserves every bit of that call up. He deserves it. He deserves it, sincerely speaking. He deserves it. He deserves it. Now, like I said earlier, I know that some of you might be surprised that I came on live by 5 p.m. It's because of the World Cup, because I can't be streaming when France match is going on. Because even me, I'm going to watch the France versus Senegal. I'm going to watch Mbappe, Gusto, the rest, and I'm still going to watch Nicolas Jackson. So I can't stream by that time. That's why I shift this live stream to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. So, and for you guys notice, the World Cup will be ending July 19th. The World Cup will end July 19th. And right now, Chelsea are putting, Chelsea are about to put some toes in the transfer market. Chelsea are getting into the transfer market little by little. So from now to the end of this month, there's going to be a lot of Chelsea news. But according to Chelsea Massive Report, Chelsea stated that they want to keep their targets secretly. That's what Chelsea said. Chelsea said that they want to keep their targets secretly. So there is 100% chance that there is 90% chance that majority of the news that we are going to be hearing will be rumor. It will be rumor. So Chelsea want to keep their transfer targets secretly. That means if Chelsea are going for a player now, we might not know the player. We might just be guessing till we hear we go. Yes, so Chelsea want to keep their, yes, Mr. Maxwell. Chelsea want to keep their transfer this is secretly. Okay, CFC. Let's see how good France is then. Normally, France is not good. Don't hate watch France or CFC. Don't hate watch France. France is going to put you to shame. France is going to, but sincerely speaking, I'm kind of scared about this World Cup because ever since this World Cup starts, it has been unpredictable drama so far. Every match is just unpredictable. Brazil draw against Morocco. USA won their opponents. I think Australia won Turkey. Spain could not even score against that African nation yesterday, bro. Arsenal was boasting about their defense, but bro, did you see that defense? Do you see that defense that normally Spain miss a lot of chances? They waste a lot of their chances, but bro, that nation yesterday, if it's a Cap Verde, something like that African country, bro, that they really did well. They deserve that point. Their goalkeeper really did very well for them. This is not a joke. Their goalkeeper really did well. And even look at Uruguay versus Saudi Arabia. We all thought that Uruguay is going to beat Saudi, but the match ended in a draw. The match ended in a draw. Usually speaking, even look at Egypt and Belgium. As in all this match, that's why I'm kind of scared about this France versus Senegal. Senegal might end up beating France. So, sincerely speaking, Senegal might end up beating France. And CFC, Even England might not even win their first match. So the way you are seeing other teams struggle like this, don't be surprised if England still struggle. Don't be surprised. Okay. So yes, really, Mr. Maxwell, Chelsea is going to keep their transfer policy secret. Okay, so yes, Max Arujo for 45 million. I'll be happy with that. Okay, let's see how that deal goes now. Let's see how the deal goes. But according to Chelsea, they are going to keep their transfer target secret. So even if Chelsea are interested in that Madrid left back, there is still some chance that it might be a big rumor. Because it's just some journalists that are posting that transfer, but we can't be certain for now. We can't be certain now that this is who Chelsea is going for, except we just hear done deal. You can see the way we sign Valentine Bako. No pricing, just easily. That is how Chelsea is going to do their own transfer this period. Chelsea are going to be keeping their transfer targets secretly. Okay, Mr. Maxwell, I've been following you everywhere just because of Chelsea. Thank you very much, Mr. Maxwell. I really appreciate you for doing that. Normally, I talk about Chelsea. I don't normally talk about different kind of football sports. Only Chelsea. It's not a matter of me being isolated, but talking about Chelsea just feels easy for me than talking about that football sport, or even this World Cup. I'm supposed to be streaming or talking about the World Cup, but it's very difficult for me to do that. But when it comes to Chelsea, I talk about Chelsea easily. So see, Elmala, year of the underdogs. Year of the underdog, because this World Cup is just getting unpredictable. I don't understand anymore. I don't know if it's because of the weather. I don't just know, because there is no. Well, let's not conclude yet too, because Argentina, France, and Portugal have not played yet. Even England have not played yet. But let's see how these 4 teams will do. Because these small teams, these 4 teams, still have lesser opponents to play. They still have lesser opponents. So let's see how they are going to do before we can conclude about this World Cup. Let's see how it's going to be. But seriously speaking, very, very unpredictable matches. You won't even know who will win. Okay, who is your 3 player you want to sign this summer? Okay, the player that I want just to sign this summer, now that Cucurella is gone. Sincerely speaking, if I want to go for a agile left back that can start ahead of Ato, if I want my preferred left back, due to my research, my preferred left back to replace Cucurella will be Max Arujo from Sporting, because I love that guy offensive play. Because one of the things that Cucurella lack, even against Spain yesterday, Cucurella was always passing the ball backward. Cucurella could not drive. He could not drift inside those opponent box. But you see that Max Arujo, that guy is so flexible to this that you might even mistake Arujo for a winger, a 1v1 winger. That guy is a good threat. And if Alonso wants to utilize his wing backs very well, then Max Arujo will be a good fit. But I'm quite skeptical about his defensive capability. Okay, Mr. Eric, what's up? What's up, my bro? Don't mind me. I come to my live stream very early today because of the World Cup match, this France match. You know that I can't go on live by that time when France is playing by 8 p.m. So that's why I just come on early. So how are you doing? Okay, Mr. Eric. Chelsea just confirmed that Jamie Gittis and Isugo, they are going to be part of the squad next season. They are not going to be for sale. So I think Jamie Gittis will be our backup left winger. Then Dario Isugo will still be Caicedo backup. So Chelsea are not planning to sell them. And again, okay, Winnie, what's up, my bro? This is the first time I'm seeing you here, Mr. Winnie. Where are you chatting from, Mr. Winnie? Where are you chatting from, Mr. Winnie? How are you doing? How is the weather in your place? Where are you chatting from? So, like as I was saying, guys, Xabi Alonso still made, according to report, Xabi Alonso, okay, you are from South Africa. Okay, how is the weather there? How is the weather? Your country just fucked up in the World Cup, Mr. Winnie. South Africa messed up big time. They could not get a single point. They are as in currently now, they are one of the African teams that have not registered a single point. But this is just the beginning of the World Cup, sha. I believe that anything can happen. Anything can, because this World Cup is unpredictable. So, how is the weather there? How is the weather there in South Africa? How is the weather there? So, as I was saying, Mr. Eric, there is some report that Alonso made a statement that he is not going to force any Chelsea player to stay under him. That any Chelsea player that wants to leave should leave. That was one of the reports that just came in today. Because Alonso stated that any player that wishes to leave, Alonso stated that any player that wishes to leave the club should leave. He was not going to force anybody to stay. But I think Alonso should still force some people to leave. Sincerely speaking, I think Alonso should force Garnacho, Neto, Gusto, Tosi, even Badiashile. I think he should force those people to leave so that there will be space. Yeah, Mr. Eric, it's raining in my side right now. It's raining. Let me just put my mic so that you guys will hear me very well. Let me put my mic. Okay. Okay, Dilap. Normally, Dilap is very hot in the transfer market right now, Mr. Eric. Dilap is very hot because Tottenham is interested in Dilap. Everton is interested in Dilap. So, you guys should not worry. Dilap is very hot. Dilap is the same way Enzo Fernandez and Cucurella is hot. Dilap is also hot in the transfer market. Tottenham Hotspurs are interested in Dilap. Everton are interested. But I don't understand why Chelsea have not listed the price yet, but Dilap, clubs are interested in Dilap. But the thing is that I don't understand why Dilap is saying that. He wants to fight for a place at Chelsea. That's what Dilap is saying at Chelsea right now. The guy is saying that he wants to fight for his place. I was like, you want to fight for a place, go to a club and fight there. This is not a Mortal Kombat tournament. So that is what Dilap is saying right now. Dilap don't want to. The guy don't want to leave, but there are clubs interested in Dilap. So you guys should not be worried. Dilap must surely leave Chelsea for sure. The guy must surely leave for sure. But there's no update yet concerning Tosia Badiashile. There's no update on them yet. Okay. Mr. Eric, you say that against Joao Pedro, no chance. Normally now, Joao Pedro is our main man. He's our main man in the attack. Joao Pedro is our main man. That's why some Chelsea fans are just unrealistic, sincerely speaking, because how can you be wanting Osimhen right now at Chelsea? Why will you need Osimhen? Because Osimhen is a first team player. Osimhen will not share game time with any striker. Osimhen will not share game time. So if a Chelsea fan is wishing Chelsea to sign Osimhen, then we are just being unrealistic. Because do you expect Osimhen to come to Chelsea and bench Joao Pedro after everything Joao Pedro did in his first season? It's not possible now. It's not possible. We need a backup, not another starting striker. Okay, Mr. Eric, who is the Madrid star to replace Cucurella?
That Álvaro Carreras guy, something like that. But sincerely speaking, I'm not convinced with that Madrid left back. Oh, I'm not convinced. And Mr. Eric, let me just tell you, Mr. Eric, let me tell you, Chelsea stated that their transfer, as in their transfer target, are going to be secret. Chelsea made it clear that their transfer target is going to be secret. That means if we are seeing Chelsea interested in some players right now, it might be a rumor too. Because Chelsea are going to be keeping their transfer target secret this summer. Chelsea are going to be keeping their transfer target secret. So the Madrid star that you have seen that Chelsea are interested in, it might be a rumor. It might be a rumor. It might be a rumor, sincerely speaking. It might be a rumor. Okay, Mala, Xavi likes Isugu and wants him in the group. Yes, that would be the case. Since Chelsea don't want to sell Jimmy Gittins and Isugu, then I think Alonso still wants them in the squad. Alonso wants them. I also want them. So yes, Mr. Eric, Chelsea are going to be keeping their transfer secrets. They're going to be keeping their transfer secrets because they don't want competition. They don't want competition. So, but sincerely speaking, normally, for the past 1 month now, a lot of transfer rumors have been going on around Chelsea now because a transfer rumor brought out that Chelsea are interested in Jerome Bowen. Another transfer journalist said that Chelsea are interested in El Mala. Other transfer rumors said that Chelsea are interested in Kamavinga. So all these are big rumors. So nothing is certain yet till we hear where we go. Till we hear here we go, or till we hear Chelsea are in contact with so player and Chelsea have already booked medical. That's when we believe that Chelsea have already signed the player. So for now, Chelsea are keeping their target secret. So any news you hear or any player you hear, just know that it is not 100% guaranteed. Even the one that I'm posting on my community post, that's a Crystal Palace centre back. That one is not certain. It's not certain because a few weeks ago, Chelsea stated that Crystal Palace centre back. Chelsea stated that they removed that guy from their list. But recently, which is early this morning, Chelsea stated that they are interested in the guy. So all these rumors all these transfer updates on Chelsea is inaccurate. It's not consistent enough. Okay, Mr. Alima. Okay, Mr. Alimataki. Okay, how about Victor Osimhen? Victor Osimhen is not a realistic target. Okay, Mr. Okay, let me just call him Mata. Mr. Mata, if we sign Osimhen now, let me ask you a question, Mr. Mata. If we sign Osimhen now, where will Osimhen play for Chelsea? Where will he play? Let me answer that question. Since you want Chelsea to sign Osimhen, where should Osimhen play for Chelsea? Answer the question, Mr. Mata. Okay, so Mr. Eric, yes, to keep Fabrizio from talking because a lot of rumors have been going on around Chelsea. A lot of rumors have been going on. Okay, Mr. Eric, you see, what about Emega? Emega future is not certain at Chelsea. He's an injury-prone player and he will not survive the Premier League. And Chelsea have already made it clear that that guy is not going to come to Chelsea. He's not going to join Chelsea pre-season. That guy should stay clear away from Chelsea. Emega should stay away from Chelsea. That guy is nowhere near Chelsea. He can't survive the Premier League, by the way. So Emega is not coming to Chelsea. Emega is not coming. I think that 18 years old boy from Kazakhstan, because some update just came in that boy will join Chelsea July 26. That's thing from Kazakhstan, from Kalamante, that small club, that Kalamante club. The boy will join Chelsea in the preseason. So I think that will be our backup striker to Joao Pedro. I think that's going to be our backup striker with Joao Pedro, not Emega. Emega is not good enough. Seriously speaking, Emega is not good enough. So expect to see that boy July 26. And mind you guys, the World Cup will be ending July 19th. The World Cup will end July 19th. So, and I think Chelsea preseason will start July 26th, if I'm not mistaken. Chelsea preseason will start July 26th. So, players like, let's just say if most of the Chelsea players get knocked out of this competition easily or early, then they can rest. But if they advance to the final or semi-final or quarter-final, then there might be some. They might not rest for preseason. They might not rest. They might not rest. But if Chelsea players get knocked out of the World Cup early, then they will have time to rest and come to preseason. But majority of important Chelsea players that have been left, that have been ruled out, that have not been called on in the World Cup, like Esteban Williams, Joao Pedro, Levi Colwill, who again? Those are the important players that were not called up. So all these players are, even Kopama, all these players are resting fully now. So those one will be very active in the preseason. Those one will be very active in the preseason. Okay, Luis Hall is also a secret. We don't know yet, Mr. Eric. We don't know yet if he's a secret or if he's just a rumor. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. But Luis Hall is inconsistent in terms of defensive. He normally leave himself open. Luis Hall normally leave himself open for danger, for pressure. He normally leave himself open. But I'm not sure about Luis Hall. But I'm convinced about Maxi Arujo from Sporting. The guy that scored against Saudi Arabia early this morning. I'm kind of convinced about that guy. Okay, CFC Omala. The Croatia team is the same as the last World Cup team. Their players are all mid-30s. Modric is 40. They won't hang with our young team. 4-1 England. CFC, don't underestimate any team. Oh. CFC, don't underestimate any team. You can clearly see what is going on in this World Cup. Don't underestimate any team. Don't underestimate any team. Don't underestimate. If I say CFC, you should be scared. You should be scared of Croatia because you don't know what they are capable of. That was the same way people rule out Morocco against Brazil. That was the same way people rule out that African nation that played against France, Spain yesterday. And mind you, the odd was just a small odds. Spain straight win, small odds. But Spain did not win. Spain did not even score goal. It was a goalless match. So CFC, you should be scared. Okay, Mr. Eric, where will Emega play since Blue Coat signing? I don't care about where Emega play. I should not see that guy in Chelsea squad. That guy should not come to Chelsea squad. That guy should not come to Chelsea. He should not come. He's not fit. That was before when we were signing players anyhow. That was before when we were signing players anyhow, but not now. Not now. And I don't think Alonso will use him. So that guy should just go on loan again, or he should just relax and take care of his injury. We don't need another Romeo Lavia in our team. We already have one Romeo Lavia. We don't need another Romeo Lavia in our team again. So that guy should just remain where he is. That guy should remain where he is. Okay, CSC Amala, hold that Croatia. Okay? Don't get too confident, so don't get too confident. You can clearly see now, I've already laughed at Jeremy Nice. I've already laughed at Jeremy Nice for supporting Brazil. Because when Jeremy Nice came to my live stream that day, I laughed at Jeremy Nice. But Jeremy Nice was still defending Brazil. Because Jeremy Nice supports Brazil in this World Cup. Jeremy Nice supports Senegal and Brazil. So when Brazil drew against Croatia, I love Jeremy Nice or CFC. So if England mess up, I'm going to laugh at you. Hope you know I'm going to laugh at you. Okay, I have a theory about our deadwood players. Okay, let me hear your theory. Let me hear your theory, CFC. Let me hear your theory. Let me hear your theory about our deadwood players. Let me hear your theory. Okay, Mr. Eric, Ivory Coast won against Ecuador. This World Cup is just unpredictable. Sincerely speaking, it's unpredictable. And when the match started, I thought that the match would be a draw because Ecuador have midfielders and defenders, but they don't have strikers. They don't have quality striker apart from Kendry Perez. Even the Kendry Perez is not in form. Ecuador don't have attackers. They don't have attackers. They only have midfielders and defenders. But Ecuador, they are good defensively. They are still good in the midfield and they still have attackers. That was why Ecuador actually ended. That was why That was why Ivory Coast end up winning the match. At least 1-0. So I highly doubt that Ecuador is going to go far in this World Cup. I doubt that. And sincerely speaking, if they did not go far, then good news for Chelsea because Caicedo will come home early. Good news for Chelsea. If they did not go far, then good news for Chelsea also. Because Caicedo will come to preseason early to prepare under Alonso. The one that is even the most unpredictable is not even the Ecuador match. It is the Spain match. The Spain. Okay, Mr. Namdi. It's because of the sun now. Can't use it. I'm inside. This is the only way you can see me clearly. If I go outside now, everywhere will be blur. So I'm not a bandit, Mr. Namdi. I'm not a bandit. And I'm not inside the bush. I'm inside my house. I'm inside my house. Can you see? I'm inside my house, Mr. Namdi. Okay, so CFC. So everyone knows that players we want to get out, so clubs will go for them at the end of the window with cheap bids ongoing. We will accept to get them gone. Normally, we should get those players gone. We should get them gone. We don't need those deadwood players. We should get them gone. But I really want to see how Chelsea is going to sell Garnacho because selling Garnacho will be a very big problem for Chelsea. Garnacho, as in all those Tosi, Badashini, Disasi, it will be a very big problem. But I really want to see how Chelsea will sell them. Okay, Mr. Eric, Africa is cooking in the World Cup so far. No lose except Bafana boys. Okay, it means South Africa. Those one lost now. They lost to Mexico. They got 2 red cards. They lost to Mexico. I'm still waiting for Ghana to lose. I'm waiting for Ghana to lose their match. Okay, Mr. Namdi, bro, na joke. Okay, no problem. I just say may I clear you, may I just let you know say not be bush I dey inside my room they do live stream. So how your side, Mr. Nandi? So with the Mr. Nandi, are you chatting from Anambra or Enugu? So like as I was saying, if our players get knocked out in the World Cup easily, then it will be a kind of a good thing. It will be a good thing because they'll come back early. They'll come back early and prepare for preseason. But bro, sincerely speaking, I don't understand what is going on around Chelsea anymore because Madrid are interested in Garnacho. I mean, Madrid are interested in this Namchi at Dortmund. In fact, Madrid are interested in two Borussia Dortmund midfielders. But no update on Enzo Fernandez. So, sincerely speaking, play. As in, this look like a joke. No interest on Enzo Fernandez up till now. Ever since the transfer news have been buzzing, no update on Enzo Fernandez, bro. Enzo Fernandez might actually end up being a Chelsea player because, guy, Madrid are not showing any interest. Jose Mourinho have already made it clear that he wants a Borussia Dortmund midfielder. They are not showing any concrete interest on Enzo Fernandez yet. So, bro, as in Enzo Fernandez situation is kind of difficult right now. And I don't want that guy to be a Chelsea player next season. I don't want Enzo Fernandez to remain at Chelsea next season. Okay? Garnacho would cook in Italy League or Spain League. Look at Anthony from Manchester United, done well in Spain League. Garnacho needs to stay. Garnacho needs to improve. Now, Garnacho is different from Antonio. Garnacho is different from Anthony. Anthony is a better player than Garnacho because Anthony is serious. The only thing is that Anthony is like Neto that cannot perform a 1v1 skills. But when it comes to goal, Anthony is highly oriented. But Garnacho cannot pass anybody. Garnacho doesn't have the speed. He does not have the power. So Garnacho might struggle in any league. Any league, that guy will struggle. Garnacho will struggle in any league. Okay, Mr. Nnamdi. Ade bro, na Enugu Ade. Okay. Is it Nightmare or Suka? Or what do they call this place? Ozobolo. Is it that place? Is it the Holy Ghost side, Mr. Nnamdi? Because I've been to that side in Enugu before. How is the weather there in Enugu, Mr. Nnamdi? How is the weather there? Okay. Mr. Eric, what about champions of AFCON versus world champions 2018? Okay, Senegal versus France. That match is unpredictable. Normally, I'm going to watch that match today by 8 p.m. I'm going to watch that match. But I highly doubt that it's going to be an easy match for France. I doubt that. Now, it's just been confirmed that France lineup has been leaked to France lineup because I think they are going to start with Kylian Mbappe might play. Kylian Mbappe might play as a left winger. Then Dembele will play as a false nine. Then what do they call this guy? Dao or Due or Olise will play left, right wing or number 10 spots. So those are France lineup for now. Okay. So I don't know how the match is going to be. Sincerely speaking, I can't predict any match. The game that I've booked more than 4 games, and all of them have caught. All those games have caught because this World Cup match is just too unpredictable. And I'm sure CFC, and I'm sure that Jeremy's game would have been caught by now. Because this French league, this World Cup game, it's just too unpredictable. Sincerely speaking, just too unpredictable. Very, very unpredictable. And normally, in the early of this World Cup, I was kind of doubting the settings. I was kind of doubting the settings in the World Cup, but when I start seeing some colorful display in their opening event and the stadium settings and the fans settings, bro, this World Cup is really good though. As in, the US really tried. They really tried this World Cup. They tried. The only problem is that they are rejecting a lot of people visa. That's the only thing that I'm kind of angry against US. But the color display, the opening ceremony, the opening event, everything is just good. Everything is just good. And the matches, this World Cup match so far have been enjoyable. Both big teams and lesser teams. You can't get bored. There have been no bored or boring World Cup match so far. Sincerely speaking, there have been no boring match so far. All the match is filled with drama and unexpected results. That is what is making this World Cup to be very interesting. That's what is making this World Cup to be very interesting. Okay, Mr. Eric, it's Namcha. Okay. Namcha from Germany. Madrid are interested in the guy, but nothing about Enzo Fernandez. Nothing about Enzo Fernandez. Okay, CFC. I told you about Felix Namcha weeks ago. Yes, you told me. You guys were mentioning the guy. I remember. You and Jeremy Nice and Mr. Eric. You guys were mentioning the guy to me, but I do not know about the guy too much. But I saw the guy against Germany when Germany win Corora, something like that. That nation that they beat 7-1. I saw the guy. So Madrid are interested in the guy. So okay, Manchester United is showing interest in him now. Okay, Manchester United is interested in the guy. Then let them go for the guy. Let them buy. I don't care. Now that Alonso is in charge of our transfer policy, I'm not scared of clubs going for player. But you see this Summer Valley that Manchester United are interested in. I'm kind of scared though, because I really want that guy at Chelsea. Okay, CFC. France has no midfield, and remember I said that. I will disagree with you on that, CFC. I will disagree with you on that. France have they have midfielders now. They have N'Golo Kante. They have Rabiot. Something like that. They have Rabiot. They don't have midfield compared to Argentina. Argentina and they don't have midfield. They don't have midfield. They don't have midfielders compared to Argentina, Portugal, and I think England. They don't have midfield, but N'Golo Kante is that midfield, bro. Don't just forget about it. If N'Golo Kante is that midfield, just forget about it. Forget about it. If N'Golo Kante is that midfield, forget about it. Okay. France, okay. CFC Omala. The French side are top heavy. Normally now, a lot of big players. They have a lot of big players, very big players. So I don't know. So they are going, but nothing is sure yet. We don't know how they are going to do against Senegal. Remember, Nicolas Jackson is there for Senegal. That guy from Everton. That fair guy, that 1v1 demon, that Everton, I think left or right winger. That guy is at Senegal. Sadio Mane is at Senegal. Mamadou Sarr is at Senegal. So they have Senegal have players, they have players. And if France underestimates Senegal, then France is going to lose. Okay, Mr. Eric, from knowing on henceforth, all games over 1.5 and go. That is still unpredictable. Did you see the Spain game? Spain 0-0. Spain 0-0. Ivory Coast and Ecuador 1-0. You can't predict all the games, even if you carry it over 1.5 or go. It is not still sure. Okay, CFC is ex Manchester, okay, Man City. Who are you referring to? Who are you referring to in Man City? Who are you referring to? CFC, who are you referring to? CFC, you are going. That you are busy. Felix the Compactionist. Okay. Mr. Eric, CFC, you are White France midfield. Is Kante alone? The other are just a shortcut to goalkeeper and score. Normally, France don't have midfielders like that. They don't have midfielders like that. I think their midfield will consist of N'Golo Kante and Tchouaméni. N'Golo Kante and Tchouaméni is going to be their midfield choice. N'Golo Kante and Tchouaméni. Even if you like Felix Namcha, Madrid and Manchester United are going for the guy now. Madrid and Manchester United are going for the guy. They are going for the guy. Felix Namcha. Now that's what I'm saying. Now France doesn't have midfield like that, but their attack and defense is quite solid. But I'm having some doubt about Konate as their centre back. I'm having some doubts because Konate is weak. The guy is weak. I'm having some doubts. about that some of their centre back selection. Konate is weak, but let's see how it goes. Nothing is certain yet. Let's see how it goes. Nothing is certain. Let's see how it goes. Anything can happen against Brazil versus against France versus Senegal. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Wow. Tottenham have just reached an agreement with Tottenham have just reached an agreement with Van Hecker from Brighton. Correct now, Tottenham have reached an agreement with Van Hecker from Brighton. De Zerbi is not joking around though in Tottenham Sport. De Zerbi is not joking. De Zerbi wants to rebuild his squad. De Zerbi wants Tonali from Newcastle, and Newcastle are putting 100 million. I think 120 on Tonali's head. That Italian midfielder at Newcastle, and they are still going for. And they are still interested in the lap. Okay, so Mr. Eric, Chalobah received a call up. Yes. Normally, I was very happy seeing Chalobah get called up for France. I was very happy seeing Chalobah get called up for France because Chalobah have really suffered a lot under Chelsea. They have disrespected him. They have tried to sell him. They even put him on the bench. Even the fans disrespected Chalobah. But the guy was just patient and still loved Chelsea, even up till now. Chalobah still loves Chelsea, even up till now. So even this Enzo Fernandez and Cucurella that are talking rubbish, Chalobah have actually had a better career than them because Chalobah have won for Chelsea. Chalobah have won the FA Cup. Chalobah have won the Continental Cup. Chalobah have won the Super Cup. Chalobah have won the FIFA Club World Cup. Chalobah have still won the Conference League. 5 career trophy for Chelsea. That is something to brag about now. 5 career trophy for Chelsea. So Mr. Eric, I'm happy that he got called up. I'm very happy. I'm happy. Okay, CFC. Okay, Spurs will still finish 17th. Yes, Spurs might still. Normally, this is Tottenham Spurs. They're always like that. But don't be so sure. Things might change next season. Things might change next season. So don't underrate any club now. Don't underrate any club now. Even Chelsea. Even Chelsea don't even need to underrate Chelsea because Chelsea is supposed to be one of the teams that rival fans should be afraid of. Chelsea, because right now we are quiet in the transfer market. Nobody knows our move. So Chelsea should be one of the teams that people should fear the most. Okay, looks like Madrid are still interested in another attacker. Real Madrid are still interested in another attacker. That means players like Gonzalez Gracia, Brahim Diaz, those players don't have a spot for Real Madrid. Those guys don't have a spot. Okay, Mr. Eric, next season, top teams: Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Manchester United only. Really? What about Manchester City? Mr. Eric, what about Manchester City? Why are you counting Manchester City out? Or don't you think Enzo Maresca can get the job done? Mr. Eric, why did you count out Manchester City? Normally, let me just tell you, Mr. Eric, let me tell you. You see this team that you just mentioned, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, Manchester United. I think only Arsenal and United will actually be consistent next season. Let's be realistic. Oh. Normally, like I said earlier, we don't need to count any team out or predict. But looking at what is going on around the Premier League, because Pep Guardiola have left Manchester City, Chelsea have actually get a new coach, which is Xabi Alonso. Even Tottenham have a new coach, and Liverpool too have a new coach. So all these coaches are going to bring their new system, their new method, their new style of playing. That is where inconsistency will come in. That's where inconsistency will come in. So expect teams like Chelsea. Expect teams like Chelsea, Tottenham, Liverpool to struggle. Even Manchester City, those ones that are going to Man City are going to be the one that will struggle more. Man City are going to struggle more. Manchester City are going to struggle more. They're going to struggle more. But anything can turn around. And personally for me, if Chelsea end up finishing the first or second, or let's just say if Chelsea end up winning the Premier League next season, bro, I'm going to be very happy. If Chelsea end up winning the league next season, I'm going to be very, very happy. If Chelsea end up winning the Premier League next season, I'm going to be very, very happy. Fairly speaking, I'm going to be very, very happy. But one of the most dangerous teams to watch out next season will be Manchester United. The most dangerous team to watch out for is Manchester United. Because seriously speaking, I wish United actually sack Ruben Amorim early. I wish they sack Ruben Amorim early. Manchester United would have won the league. They would have won the Premier League. Normally, even forget about those players. Bernardo and De Bruyne. Forget about Man City are going to struggle because we know Enzo Maresca. We know his weakness. We know Maresca's weakness. So normally they are going to struggle. They are going to struggle big time. And majority of Manchester City players are not built for Enzo Maresca's style of playing. They are not built for his style. Even their goalkeeper is not good for build-up. And Maresca love build-up. You can clearly see this season that Dormammu have made many mistakes during build-up. So they are going to struggle. They are going to struggle big time. Man City are going to struggle. They are going to concede more goals. They are going to concede more goals big time next season. So, in fact, we are going to pity Man City next season. We are going to pity them because the player that I'm going to pity the most is Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland will now start learning link-up play and build-up. Erling Haaland will no longer go and be waiting for strikers to support him. Erling Haaland will have to go back and start the build-up. So Man City are going to struggle big time. But anything can happen. Mr. CFC, normally now, Maresca cannot beat low block, especially low block team that always do low block. The Premier League knows full well. Premier League teams know fully well that Maresca's weakness is low block. Maresca cannot break low block. He can't. He struggled against low block in his first season and he still struggled against low block in the second season. Maresca can go up against big team, but lesser team, it's very difficult for Maresca. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult for Maresca. Still speaking, very, very difficult. Very, very difficult for Maresca. So a lot of things, a lot of unexpected things are going to happen next season. A lot of unexpected things. Still speaking, okay. A lot of unexpected things are going to happen next season. But if Chelsea can get back on track easily, If Chelsea can get back on track easily under Alonso, bro, then that would be a big win for Chelsea. Very, very big win. And mind you, this previous season that just passed was one of the most easiest season ever because a lot of big teams were inconsistent. The only consistent team last season was Arsenal. Even Arsenal was not that consistent. Arsenal was not that consistent. And the top four spot was very easy for Chelsea to reach. But just because our failures was not serious and they already have failure mentality, that is why we end up losing the Champions League spot. That's why they end up losing the Champions League spot. So if Chelsea can be consistent next season, then we have a huge chance of winning. If Chelsea can be consistent next season, then we have a huge chance of winning the Premier League. We have a huge chance of winning the Premier League. And seriously speaking, if we end up winning the Premier League, that would be a huge stepping stone. That would be a huge stepping stone to Xabi Alonso. If Chelsea actually end up winning the Premier League next season, that would be a big statement. Really. CFC, where do you get that? Where do you get that source from? CFC, where did you get that source from? Where did you get that source from? How sure are you that Enzo will be a Real Madrid player on Saturday? How sure are you? How sure are you, CFC? How sure? How sure are you, CFC, that he's going to be a Real Madrid player on Saturday? How sure are you? Because the way things is going now, there is no interest, though. No interest. Nobody's showing interest on the guy. Nobody's showing interest on the guy. The way things is going right now, nobody's showing interest on the guy. Nobody's just showing interest on the guy at all. Nobody's showing interest on the guy. Okay, if Enzo has a bleeding World Cup, then price goes up. We want to get him. They want to get it done. Before that, trust me. Okay, but I know, but I mean, what do you have to say about Madrid getting interest on Borussia Dortmund midfielder? Because Madrid, the news concerning Enzo Fernandez today is kind of cold. It's kind of cold. It's only the Borussia Dortmund midfielder that is in Madrid news list right now. So I don't know because if Enzo Fernandez go to Madrid, it will be a miracle. If Enzo go to Madrid, it will be a miracle. Okay, it's always going to be Enzo. I pray so. CFC. I just pray so. It should be Enzo Fernandez. I just pray so. CFC, let me even ask you, why didn't you go to US to watch England match? CFC, I thought you would have went to US to watch the match. I thought you would have gone to US to watch the England match. Or you just love watching it from home. Okay. And look at this World Cup ticket. It's kind of cost to. I think the World Cup ticket is about $50,000, if I'm not mistaken. Because even the Magapa. Yo, what's up? Yes, now I'm a Chelsea fan. Why are you asking? Mr. Mulu? By the way, where are you chatting from? You that is asking me if I'm a Chelsea fan. Where are you chatting from? I think this is the second time that I'm seeing you on my live stream. Okay. Okay, CFC. Well, Barca wanted Silva. they might come and with a bid to get him instead of Real Madrid. I wouldn't be surprised. Barcelona cannot go for Enzo Fernandez. It is not possible. It is not possible because Barcelona are broke. They might be willing to pay 100, but to pay Enzo Fernandez 250 above, Barcelona cannot do that. Barcelona cannot go for Enzo Fernandez. They are too broke to afford Enzo Fernandez. Barcelona are too broke. Barcelona are too broke to afford Enzo Fernandez. They are just too broke. So let's count those ones out. Let's count them out. Madrid is the only concrete target right now. Madrid is the only concrete target. Let's count those one out. Barcelona cannot get Enzo Fernandez. They can't. The only club that is capable right now is Madrid. And Madrid are not showing any interest today. They are not showing any interest. They are not showing any interest. Sincerely speaking, they are not showing any interest. They are not showing any interest. Okay, they are not showing any interest. So, hope you guys are going to watch France versus Senegal. Okay. Hope you guys are going to watch the France versus Senegal game. Alright, so this Chelsea left back issue is still remaining a mystery. It still remains a mystery for us. But if I want to go for any player, I'll go for Maxi Araujo. But like I said earlier, we can't be sure yet of any Chelsea targets. But since the World Cup will be ending July 19th, since the World Cup will be ending July 19th, then by that time, Chelsea would have actually signed 2 to 3 players. By that time, Chelsea would have signed 2 to 3 players. Okay. Mr. Maga, I really think Portugal gonna win the World Cup with midfielder Bruno Fernandes, Vitinha, João Navas, and Ronaldo as a striker. Normally, even me, I'm supporting Portugal. Even me, Mr. Maga, I'm supporting Portugal to win the World Cup. I want Ronaldo to win the World Cup. That's my World Cup prediction. Team that I predict to reach the final. Portugal versus France. Portugal versus France. Team that I predict to win the World Cup. Portugal versus France. Which team do you think will reach the World Cup final? Personally, for me, I'll go with Portugal versus France. I think Portugal will play tomorrow, which is Wednesday. They will play Congo. Portugal will play Congo, if I'm not mistaken. Portugal will play Congo in their first World Cup match. Then Argentina is going to play Algeria in the midnight today. Argentina will play Algeria in the midnight today. And if Argentina lose against Algeria, bro, I'm going to be very happy. If Argentina lose against Algeria, I'm going to be happy. Very, very happy. I'm going to be very happy. Okay, I think the France lineup have actually been displayed right now. France lineup have just been displayed now. Okay. Normally. Normally, Portugal. No. Okay, Portugal, Argentina. First goal. They have reached no CFC. They have not signed Van Heck, but they have reached agreement. They have reached agreements. They have reached agreements. Okay, the French lineup just came out. French lineup just came out. Kylian Mbappe is going to be playing as a striker. Kylian Mbappe will play as a striker. Then Dao, Dao from PSG. Dao from PSG is going to play as a left winger. He's going to play as a left winger. Then I mean the number 10 spot. Dembele will play as an attacking midfielder for France. This is France lineup right now. Then Michael Olise will play as the right winger. Then their midfield will consist of Tchouaméni and Rabiot. Tchouaméni and Rabiot. Then defense, Theo Hernandez from Al Hilal. Then Opicano from Borussia Dortmund. Then Saliba from Arsenal. So their centre back pairing is going to be Saliba, Saliba and Opicano. Midfield partner, midfield partner is Tchouaméni and Rabiot. Then their right back will be Koundé from Barcelona. Sincerely speaking, France is going to concede. France is going to concede. Then looking at Senegal lineup at goal, Mendy, our former goalkeeper that won the Champions League 2021, is going to be starting in the goal post. Then their right back, I think Diaty. Then right centre back, Koulibaly, our former Chelsea player, Koulibaly is going to play as right centre back for Senegal. Going to play then one centre back from Lyon, something like that. Then their left back is going to be one guy like that from West Ham. Midfield, this Guyo, something like that. Guyo from Everton. That black short guy from Everton is going to be in their midfield. And then they are going with three midfielders. But I don't know the remaining two. But Sadio Mane is going to be playing as their left winger for Senegal. Sadio Mane will start as a left winger for Senegal. Nicolas Jackson will start as a striker for Senegal. Then Sarr at Crystal Palace. Sarr as the right winger for Crystal Palace. So this is the starting 11, France versus Senegal. And looking at this lineup, bro, if Sadio Mane catch Koundé, bro, Sadio Mane is going to score against France. So Sadio Mane is going to score. Because Koundé cannot hold Mane. Koundé cannot hold Sadio Mane. Okay, so normal. Seeing N'Golo Kante not start in the midfield, in that midfield is kind of strange. It's kind of strange because right now France is kind of underestimating Senegal. They are underestimating Senegal, sincerely speaking. France is underestimating Senegal. And as in Senegal, they are dangerous. Look at the Senegal attackers.
Chelsea should go for a concrete left winger. We cannot rely on Jackson very much. We cannot rely on Jackson very much. Jackson normally miss a lot of chances. Jackson normally miss a lot of chances. And going for keeping Jackson would be a very big mistake. What Jackson deserves right now is to play for another club, not Chelsea. Jackson deserves to play for another club, not Chelsea. We should get a concrete left winger, at least somebody with 1v1 ability. Not Jackson missed a lot of chances. So normally, since Chelsea will be keeping their transfer, since Chelsea will be keeping their transfer talk and anything secret, then let's just hope for the best for Chelsea. Let's hope for the best because we can't predict what will happen next in the transfer market for Chelsea. We can't predict what will happen next. Since Chelsea will be keeping all their transfer talk secrets, we can't predict what will happen next. We can't predict what will happen next for Chelsea. But guys, you guys really want Jackson to stay? You guys really want Jackson to stay at Chelsea? You guys really want Jackson to stay because we need players that can get the job done. We don't need players that we should be patient on. Even at Bayern Munich, Jackson still miss chances. Even at Bayern Munich, Jackson is still missing chances. So we don't need players that will miss chances. We need players that will take their chances. We don't need players that will miss chances. We need players that will take their chances. And Jackson, on the other hand, is missing chances massively. Jackson misses chances massively for Chelsea, even at Bayern Munich. So personally, for me, I won't want to keep Nicolas Jackson. I won't want to keep him. I won't want to keep him. I won't want to keep him at all. And like I've been saying this, like I've been saying before, we have a lot of midfielders that we are not using, and buying another midfielder is kind of confusing because currently now we have Valentine Bako, we have Romeo Lavia, we have Moises Caicedo, we have Darius Sugo. That is four midfielders. Now then if you include Enzo Fernandez, that will be five. Now, yeah, let's just say we manage to sell Enzo Fernandez and we still get another midfielder. That means we need to sell at least two midfielders. We need to sell at least two. And looking at the report, Chelsea just states today that they are going to keep Darius Sugo and Jimmy Gittins. That means they are not going to sell Isugo. But what about Andre Santos? That is another concern because Chelsea are not saying anything concerning Andre Santos right now. And sincerely speaking, if Chelsea end up selling Andre Santos, then I'm okay with that. I know that Santos is an important player in our midfield, but since we already have Valentine Baku, there is no need for Santos because both of them are kind of similar in terms of what they produce in the midfield. Normally, Andre Santos drop that line breaking passes, but Valentine Baku creativity is in another level for Chelsea. Valentine Baku creativity is in another level for Chelsea. So I would prefer Chelsea to Andre Santos, sell Andre Santos, sell Romeo Lavia, so that our midfield, as in the midfield space will be reduced. So at least maybe if we sell, like I said earlier, we have Caicedo, we have Andre Santos, we have Valentine Paco, we have Dario Sugo, we have Romeo Lavia, we have Enzo Fernandez. These are six midfielders. If we can sell three out of these six, then it will be remaining three. If we can sell three out of these six, it will remain three. Then we will buy an additional experience an additional experienced midfielder, which will make it 4. Because normally 2 midfielders normally start for Chelsea, which is Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. But since Enzo Fernandez is getting sold, then we can replace him easily. Okay, CFC. I think watch out for Lacrosse, the guy at Crystal Palace. But the guy is on the bench for France now. That guy is on the bench for France. He's on the bench for France. He's on the bench for France. Seriously speaking, the guy is on the bench for France. The guy is on the bench for France. But I'm looking forward to seeing that guy performance. But if Chelsea go for the guy, it's still a good pick. Oh. The guy is still a good target too. Okay, CFC. They promised a prime level CB, and Van Hecke is gone now. I don't rate Van Hecke that much. I don't rate Van Hecke is kind of slow. I rate Joel Odonzie from Ecuador, that Ecuador center back. I rate that guy more than Van Hecke. Joel Odonzie is more sharp and fast defensively than Van Hecke. I've analyzed their two. So if Van Hecke is leaving, don't worry. This is Alonso is in charge, not Chelsea. Alonso is in charge, and Alonso want to go for the best. So don't worry, CFC. Don't worry. Don't be bothered. Just calm down. Alonso is in charge, not Chelsea. You know that Chelsea always buy on serious and unproven players, but this time around, this is Xabi Alonso that is in charge. So just sit and relax and watch Alonso bring players. Just sit and relax and watch Alonso bring players. Let Van Hecke go to Tottenham Hotspur. Let him go. Let him go. Okay, Max Arroyo is Chelsea main target, and I have acquired with his representative. Okay, and I've acquired with his representative. Where are you seeing all these updates? CFC. Where are you getting this update from? Where are you getting this update from? That you are seeing okay. PSY. Okay, that Chelsea account. From Twitter. That is good. CFC, you are not following me on Twitter. You are not following me on X. Or don't you know that I'm on X? I'm on X, so I just recently opened my X account. So I'm currently. Don't worry, I'll post my X account on my community page now. Okay, are you not active on X, CFC? Are you not active on X? Are you not active on X? NCFC. I'm on X right now. I just recently. Oh, you're not on X. That's too bad. That means you're only active on YouTube. You're only active on YouTube. Okay. Normally, if you're an old man, now that doesn't mean at least you can still be on social media to like check on news, updates, and all those things. So old age doesn't stop you from using social media, but it's your choice. So it's your choice. Anyone that you like using is your choice. Like me now, I don't like Instagram, I don't like Facebook, but I like YouTube, I like TikTok, I like X. So everybody have their own opinion, and if your opinion is not to use X, then I respect your opinion. If your opinion is not to use X, then I respect it very well. So if Chelsea have acquired about the guy, Maxi Arujo, if Chelsea have acquired about the guy, let's hope it's true, because it might still be another rumor.
if Chelsea have acquired by the guy. But I love the guy. I love the guy. I love the guy link up play. I love the guy link. As in, I love the guy offensive play. I love the guy offensive play. The guy reminds me of Jeremy Frimpong at Leverkusen. The guy reminds me of Frimpong. Okay, I'll be happy with Maxi. He's a demon. Normally, that guy, Maxi, that guy. When I watch that guy is very good. That guy is very good. As in, the guy is raw in terms of his finishing and end product. The guy is still raw, but when we are talking about goal threats, that guy is a goal threat. That guy is a goal threat. Okay, seriously, B2 demon in the team. Maxi and Bobby Valentino. There are more demons in the team. CFC. There are more than two demons. Have you forgotten about Joao Pedro and Estevao? Have you forgotten about those two? Those two are still demons. Estevao Williams and Valentine Bako. Those two players are still demons. So if we bring Maxi Arujo, including Valentine Bako, that means we have four demons. We have four demons. So CFC, ever since when we were doing live stream, you have not mentioned anything about Estevao Williams. You have not mentioned anything about Estevao Williams since CFC. Ever since I started my live stream, you have not mentioned anything about Estevao Williams. We normally talk about a lot of players, but you have not talked about Estevao Williams. What is your thought on Estevao Williams, CFC? What is your thought? What's your thought on the guy? How are you picturing Estevao next season under Alonso? How are you picturing the small boy under Alonso? How are you picturing the boy under Alonso? Let me know. Let me know because Estevao is a demon. As in that boy, guy, Estevao. Anytime I watch Estevao for Chelsea. Okay, you want to give him time and put no pressure on him. It reminds me of Rivaldo from Barca Prime. Okay, normally talking about that pressure on Estevao, there is no pressure. The boy just need game time. The boy just want to play football. That's just it. Estevao just love playing football. The boy just love playing football. So there is nothing like pressure. His own situation is kind of similar to Yamin Lamar. Yamin Lamar loves playing football. So does Estevao. And if we don't let Estevao play football, then we are harming the boy's potential. We are harming the boy. So the boy Estevao Williams have already qualified. Estevao have already proved to us that he's capable of leading that right wing. He's capable of leading the right wing. The only thing left for Chelsea is to give him game time. The only thing left is to give him game time. Okay? TFC. I see Estevao as a striker as well. As right and a 10. Normally, Estevao can play multiple positions, but the position that he's mostly comfortable at. Because let me tell you one thing. You see Premier League, and Premier League is not like other leagues. If he was at Palomares right now, he can play multiple wings. But in Chelsea, especially in the Premier League is different. So you can really see that when we put him in the number 10 in Chelsea, he was struggling. Number 10 side was very tight for him. But his best position so far have been at the right wing. Esteva's best position so far have been at the right wing. Sincerely speaking, his best position have been at the right wing. So he's going to struggle as a striker and as a number 10. He's going to struggle. Because as a striker in the Premier League, you need to have power to bully centre backs. Just imagine Esteva Williams going up against Gabriel and Saliba, or going up against Van Dijk and Jeremy Jackie at Liverpool. So you can clearly see that the best position for him to play is right wing or right hand side in the midfield, because I'm sure that is where Alonso is going to place Esteva next season. Right hand side in the midfield. Right hand side in the midfield. Because Alonso is going to be using right wing back. Alonso will be using right wing back. Then Esteva will be at the right hand side of the midfield. Right hand side of the midfield. So I really want to see the boy succeed as a Chelsea player. He have the capacity. The boy have the ability. We just left to give him game time. The more match Esteva play for Chelsea, the quicker and easier for him to adapt to the Premier League. The easier for him to adapt. Very, very easy. Easier for him to adapt. Easier for him to adapt. Okay, CFC, what's your thoughts about Kopama? Are you satisfied with Kopama being our only starting? Are you satisfied on Kopama being our only starting attacking midfielder? Are you satisfied with Kopama being our starting midfielder, or will you want a replacement or a backup? If you are not satisfied with Kopama being our only attacking midfielder, then who do you suggest we should go for in the market? Which player do you suggest we should go for in the market? Okay, Mr. Magapa, we need a goalkeeper. Manchester kind bad. Okay, Manchester kind of goalkeeper. That was very difficult too. Very, very difficult. Normally, well, Chelsea are not interested in goalkeeper right now. Chelsea stated that Robert Sanchez is going to be at Chelsea next season. Then Michael Penders, that guy that we loan to Strasbourg, is going to fight Sanchez for the number 1 spot next season. The boy have been very good in the Conference League and in League One. He's a very solid goalkeeper. But I don't know if Alonso rates the boy. Okay, Magakwa, I miss Chelsea will need better than Sanchez. But Chelsea are kind of comfortable with Sanchez, so there is nothing we can do about it. Chelsea have already acquired the second choice, and Jorgensen is going to get sold. Jorgensen will leave Chelsea. He will leave Chelsea. Jorgensen will leave Chelsea. Sanchez will be the number 1, but Michael Penders will fight Sanchez for the number 1 spot. So don't just remove your hope of goalkeeper signings. Just remove your hope. Okay, CFC, when you meet Chima, you mentioned this. You guys mentioned this Chima before, but I forgot. You know that you guys normally bring a lot of players here on this live stream, so it's not all of them that I normally remember. But Elmala remind me of Chima. Okay, he plays like Rodri. We don't need a defensive midfielder now. We need a central midfielder, and like I said, if you don't like Kopama being our only option as an attacking midfielder, who will you suggest to replace Kopama? Which backup will you buy? Let me know, guys. Which backup will you buy? If you don't like seeing Kopama as our starting attacking midfielder, maybe if Kopama did not sit up, next season under Alonso, who do you think we should go for in the market right now that can actually drag that number 10 spot with Kopama? because right now Kopama is our only number 10. Is our only attacking midfielder. Joao Pedro is an attacking midfielder, but Joao Pedro will normally place Joao Pedro in the number 9 spot. So guys, if you are satisfied with Kopama, fine. But if you are not satisfied with Kopama, then who will you suggest Chelsea should go for in this transfer market as a backup for Kopama, or somebody that can challenge Kopama in that number 10 spot? Who will you suggest? Who you suggest? Like I said in my previous live stream, I think a week ago, I would have suggested Andagula, but Madrid have made him untouchable because Jose Mourinho want to make use of the boy. What do you mean by men? CFC, what do you mean by men? See that plays like Rodri. Men. Okay, Nico Paz stated that he want to return to Como. But if Chelsea should actually go for that guy, then I'll gladly accept it too. But sincerely speaking, I know that Nico Paz is good, but I've not watched him play yet. I've not watched the guy play yet. I know that Nico Paz is good, but I've not watched the guy play yet. Nico Paz is still a good candidate too. The guy is a good candidate. Pace for pace. Okay. What about Philip Foden at Manchester City? I like that Philip Foden. What about Philip Foden at Manchester City? It's not my top target, but I was just thinking about Philip Foden coming to Chelsea. What's your thought about that? Philip Foden coming to Chelsea. Wow. What's your thought about that? Philip Foden, as in, bro. I know that it's not possible because that guy is a diehard City player. Because ever since we get Kopama, the next player that I really want Chelsea to get from Manchester City is Philip Foden. Because Philip Foden is a good number 10. Philip Foden is a good number 10. It's a good number 10, but I don't know. Will it be a good fit under Alonso? Will Philip Foden be a good fit under Alonso? Will it be a good fit? Okay, talking about Kopama backup and replacement, what about Morgan Gibbs White at Nottingham Forest? But why I won't take that deal serious, because Nottingham Forest just put the same price tag as Ederson on Gibbs White's head. Nottingham Forest have actually placed 120 to 100 million pounds on Gibbs White, which have actually made me to lose interest on the guy. The guy is good, but I've lose interest. Since all these average clubs want to be putting 100 million price tag on their player, then I've lost interest. And the funniest thing, CFC, this Namcha that you are talking about, could you believe that Borussia Dortmund just increased his price tag to 100 million? Recently, Borussia Dortmund just increased Namcha price to 100 million. So anybody that wants to sign the guy now should pay 100 million. That is what these Premier League clubs are copying right now. They are copying all this Bundesliga model of selling players. And sincerely speaking, that thing is robbery. It's a big scam. The most trending, biggest scam in football right now. Selling players above 100 million. Because any player, all these players that they buy, that they sell 100 million, is just like a course. Because any player that they sell 100 million and a club buy a player 100 million, those players will find it difficult to perform because that price tag will be a weight on their shoulder. There will be a lot of pressure on them to perform. Look at Isak, 150 million from Newcastle United, 150 million on injury. Look at Benjamin Sesko, 90 million. Still struggling at United. Look at Xavi Simon.
70 million. That one I've gotten close to 2 years injury now. Many of them. Even look at Florian Wirtz. That guy is still struggling. At Liverpool. 105 million. So if I see all these clubs putting 100 million price tag on their players' head, they are indirectly killing the players' career, because that 100 million is like a cost. Once those players go to big club, they can't perform well, because the expectation of those players will be high. Any small mistake, they'll say that look at it, 100 million player. That was the same thing that happened with Caicedo at Chelsea. Because any small mistake that time, Caicedo was the talk of the media. Caicedo was the topic of the media, because any small thing, any small mistake Caicedo just make, bro, the whole Europe we talk about Caicedo that week. The entire Europe we talk about Caicedo. Look at this 150 million player. He could not hold the midfield. He's collecting yellow card anyhow. He's causing penalties anyhow. So this Namcha, this Felix Namcha, that Borussia Dortmund is putting 100 million price tag, then CFC, if you are interested in that guy, then lose your interest too. Remove your interest if you are interested on Felix Namcha. Remove your interest, because that guy is out of reach. Felix Namcha is out of reach. Seriously speaking, is out of reach. Because that is just robbery. Average players, not world class. Average players putting 100 million price tag on their head. All these average clubs just love scamming Premier League teams. Even that Domonde at Ivory Coast, 100 million, and the guy didn't even register 20 goals last season. 100 million. As in, what is this transfer market even turning to right now? Back in the days, how much did Madrid sign Cristiano Ronaldo from Manchester United? 80 million. But a player like Matheus Fernandes is worth 80 million. A player like Adam Wharton, that has not even played a Champions League football in his life, is worth 100 million. Player like Felix Namcha, that have been in Borussia Dortmund, have not even smelled Champions League quarterfinal, is worth 100 million. Then what is Enzo Fernandez worth? Because recently Enzo Fernandez won the FIFA Club World Cup, won the Conference League, won the World Cup. Forget Chelsea performance. What is Enzo Fernandez worth right now? That means Enzo Fernandez will be worth 200 million. If we should be looking at it, Enzo Fernandez should be worth 200 million, because Enzo Fernandez is a world-class player. So I don't understand what transfer market is turning into right now, because there is no 50 million players in the market anymore. All players are 100 million. Which is very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Sincerely speaking, all these transfer targets, 100 million, it kind of make me upset. As in, this transfer window is not even interesting me at all. Apart from Chelsea and Madrid that are going for players. I don't understand, because 100 million this, 100 million that. Yeah, just feel somehow. Okay, this one that Gusto is on the bench now. I want to see Gusto in that match show. I want to see Gusto against Senegal. Let Gusto perform and drop a world-class performance, so that his market value should be high. So that we should sell it, because I think we bought Gusto 35 million from Lyon. We bought Gusto 35 to 37 million from Lyon. So at least selling Gusto 60 to 50 million is okay. Selling Gusto that amount is okay. Selling him that amount is okay. So Here's another mystery question. Here's another mystery. I don't trust Gusto as a right wing back under Alonso. As I don't trust Gusto as a right wing back under Alonso. Now our right back option right now. Chelsea right back option right now is Josh Achampong, Rich James, and let's just say Malo Gusto. But I want Chelsea to sell Gusto. And looking at the way things is right now, because Chelsea have already made it clear that Chelsea dropped an update last week that players that their future is not guaranteed is in this World Cup is Neto, Kendrick Perez, Malo Gusto, Pedro Neto. Those are the players that their future is not certain. So there is a 50% chance that Gusto might leave Chelsea in this transfer market. Let's just assume Gusto is not a Chelsea player. Who should we use as our right wing back under Alonso? Who should we use as our right wing back under Alonso? Because this is a very tricky question. I would have said Rich James, but can this current Rich James handle the role of a right wing back? Can Rich James handle that? And bro, see, if Alonso put Rich James as a right wing back, bro, it's going to be cinematic. If Alonso put Rich James as a right wing back, it's going to be cinematic. We are going to see all those bastard pullouts, all those insane crosses. And bro, if Rich James managed to enter that our opponent 18 box, bro, if Rich James enter that is a bullet from nowhere. So I would love to see Rich James as a right wing back under Alonso. I would love to see Rich James as a right wing back under Alonso. And my second choice is Josh Achampong, because Chelsea have already made it clear that Josh Achampong is untouchable. Achampong is untouchable for Chelsea. Chelsea have already made it clear that Josh Achampong is untouchable. So seeing putting Josh Achampong as a right wing back is still a very good idea. Putting Achampong as a right wing back is still a very, very good idea because putting Josh Achampong as a right wing back is still a good idea because normally offensively, Achampong is not that good offensively. I mean, sorry to say, defensively, Josh Achampong is not that good because he doesn't have the physical capacity to drag with defenders. But in terms of defensive awareness, Achampong is quite sharp. And I love the way the boy normally carries the ball inside, which is one of the reasons why I say he will do well as a right wing back. Achampong can take the ball. Achampong can take the ball forward. Which is his offensive play. It will be a good fit. Achampong can be a good fit under Alonso as a right wing back. So I'm quite curious to see how Alonso is going to make use of Josh Achampong. I'm quite curious to see that how he's going to make use of Josh Achampong. Another player that I'm still curious to know about his future at Chelsea is Giovanni Quenda, because Giovanni Quenda can play as a right wing back too. Quenda can play as a right wing back too. He can play as a right wing back, and he will be very effective. Quenda can be very effective as a right wing back due to his 1v1 abilities. And his agility, and he can still defend also. So Giovanni Quenda is still a good candidate for the right wing back option. But personally for me, I want Quenda to play as a left winger for Chelsea. I want him to play as a left winger, but I don't know yet. That guy can play multiple roles. Quenda can even still play as a number 10 for Chelsea. So I'm quite curious to see where Quenda is going to play under Alonso. But guys, where do you think is the best solution for Quenda to play under Alonso? Which position do you think is the best for Giovanni Quenda to play under Alonso? Let me hear your opinion, guys. Guys. Now, talking about our bench, because we need to have bench. Oh. We are talking about first team players now. We are not talking about bench because I don't want in the bench next season. I don't want to see Tosi, Badashili, Dilap, and Ganacho in the bench. I don't want to see them as our bench woman. As in fact, let us buy more players. As in, let's buy more than 5 players and sell Ganacho. Let's say Ganacho, sell the rest. But come to think of it, if we actually buy, let's just say, for example, we buy a left winger, a starting left winger. We buy a central midfielder. Then we sell Dilap, sell Ganacho, sell Tosi, sell Badashili. Then in our bench, we might have Jesse Derry, Jamie Gittins, maybe Giovanni Quenda. So Chelsea bench will still look interesting next season. Chelsea bench will still look interesting next season under Alonso. But the most important thing right now, is getting rid of those players. The most important thing right now is getting rid of those players, those unwanted players, those players that cannot take the club forward. The most important thing right now is to get rid of those players. So let's just see how the transfer news is going to go. Now, the World Cup is about to start against France versus Senegal. The match is about to start. Let's just say 40 minutes later, the match will start. 40 minutes later, the match will start. So, Chelsea fans, make sure to watch the match. And from now till July 19th, I might not be coming on live consistently by 8 p.m. from now till July 19th because the World Cup will end July. And the reason for me not coming to live stream consistently on 8 p.m. is due to the World Cup schedule, due to the World Cup fixture, because right now, France will be playing Senegal by 8 p.m. and I can't come to live stream by 8 p.m. I can't come due to the match schedule. So let's just say you guys should just like turn your notification on so that anytime I just come on live, you guys will get the notification once ASAP. So for those of you that have contributed to my live stream, let's see. I think 7 people contributed to my live stream today. 7 people. CFC, Mr. Magba, Namdi, Mr. Eric, Winnie, Maxwell, and Mr. Alima. So thank you guys for showing up today unexpectedly, despite me not coming to the live stream 8 p.m. Thank you guys for showing up, and I really appreciate your dedication, especially you CFC, because CFC have been one of my most committed. CFC from London have been one of my most committed viewer on this my live stream. CFC always show up, but CFC have been inconsistent ever since the World Cup starts, which is understandable because everybody need to focus on the World Cup, which is understandable, and I appreciate you guys' efforts. I appreciate your efforts. It's not easy. It really means a lot. It really means a lot that somebody from UK is listening to me from Nigeria. That's the truth that football is universal. It's not meant for one person alone. As far as we love Chelsea, we can come here from any part of the world and talk about Chelsea. We can come here and talk about Chelsea because what's the point? What's the point of supporting Chelsea if we cannot talk about it? So that is the beauty about football. We watch Chelsea play. We praise them. We cheer them up. If there is still a wrong thing, then we'll still come here and talk about it, good or bad. And now that the transfer is going on, we can still come here and talk about many players. So
The transfer news so far is the Madrid right back, Maxi Arujo, Travis Chalobah called up, Garnacho being in the market, many even Dilab getting interest from other Premier League clubs. So these are all the news so far. So let's see how tomorrow is going to go. I'll check the World Cup schedule tomorrow. I'll check the World Cup fixture tomorrow and see if I can, because yesterday I didn't come on live because the World Cup match was too tight yesterday. I think the World Cup match was on around the afternoon period. Even by this kind of time, the World Cup match was still going, which is the Spain match. The Spain match. So I could not come on live yesterday because there was no time. So if I still end up not coming on the live stream tomorrow, just know that the World Cup schedule was still too tight for me. So make sure to turn your notification on. I know that CFC notification is already on. I'm just announcing it to the rest of the people here, or the rest of the people that might watch my live stream later. So turn your notification on. So that once I come on live tomorrow, you will see me here and we'll discuss more. And things are going to get exciting once July reach, because a lot of news will be coming, both fake and concrete news. And if you are not on this my live stream, you are going to miss a lot. So you guys should stay active, and thank you for your time in my live stream. And lastly, make sure to watch the France match. And we're going to talk about it tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow on my live stream.